Hi and welcome to my video, and today I'm going to be doing a review of Disney Plus's new show WandaVision. And if you want to know love and you want to know pain, watch WandaVision. I mean, I've already watched it twice now.
But I'm invested.
This review will contain spoilers, so if you haven't watched the series or you haven't watched all of it yet, click off now, that's my warning. And so you guessed it, WandaVision is about Wanda and it's about Vision and it's about developing both these characters. The whole show is Wanda and her grief and her learning to deal with her grief. That being said, this show is really emotional and the last two episodes definitely made me cry. I was grieving with her.
But what is grief, if not love persevering?
WandaVision runs as this sitcom world running alongside the real world. It takes us through the decades from the 50s to the 2000s, 2010s, taking inspirations from shows such as The Dick Van Dyke Show and Bewitched to Malcolm in the Middle and Modern Family, shows that we later find out in episode 8 that Wanda used to watch when she was younger. And just the fact that Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany had to play like these different roles and these different styles of acting, like, can they just win some awards for their performance in this? Especially Elizabeth Olsen, because literally she was incredible in this show. Everyone was incredible in this show, but Elizabeth Olsen really deserves an award for her performance as Wanda Maximoff. And we had some returning characters, some fan favourites, well especially mine. We had Jimmy Woo from Ant-Man and Darcy Lewis from Thor, and they didn't disappoint. I love them even more now, especially Darcy for this one specific reason. There's also some new characters introduced. We saw an older version of Monica Rambeau and some of her pals, which sets her up for Captain Marvel 2 and Secret Invasions. There was also Hayward, and in the words of Darcy,
Hayward's a dude.
Terrorist.
Wanda didn't steal Vision's body, and in all honesty, I think Hayward is the true villain of this series. He didn't even hesitate to shoot the kids. But the actual villain is the nosy neighbour Agnes, who is later revealed as Agatha Harkness, and she is a perfect villain to Wanda and in this series for two reasons. One, in episode 8, Agatha gave Wanda some needed therapy in helping her to deal with her trauma. And two, she helps Wanda to unleash her full powers, and later Wanda learns to harness them, which ultimately bit her in the ass in the final fight scene. She's also played by Kathryn Hahn, who I love, and she also sings on her own theme song Agatha All Along. There's also Wanda's twins Tommy and Billy, which sets them up for future MCU movies, and with the final end credit scene of episode 9, it sets up what's next for Wanda. And then there was Evan Peters as Pietro, which was weird, funny but strange. I thought it was going to set up X-Men coming into the MCU, but it turns out he was just Ralph Boner, a person that Agatha controlled to mess with Wanda. So WandaVision wasn't like a typical Marvel film. It wasn't all action, and that is one reason why I really loved this show. It hit a lot of different beats. There was humour, of course, as it was a sitcom.
I think my water just broke.
Yes, dear.
There's also some more dark and suspenseful parts with the townspeople, and it was generally very emotional. And so the show was about Wanda and her dealing with her grief, and by doing that, she created the hex around Westview, controlling the people inside so she could have Vision and her family.
Wanda, welcome home.
And like, I support that. I support her coping mechanism with her dealing with all of the pain that she's been through. And whenever the townspeople are like zapped out of her control and they talk about how they can feel her pain,
we have your nightmares.
the townspeople were all feeling Wanda's grief, but they were only feeling a fraction of it. So imagine how much grief Wanda actually felt.
Your grief is poisoning us.
Well, imagine how much poison Wanda has taken. I'm sorry, I just love Wanda and I'm really rooting for her. We got some justice for Wanda where we got this whole show dedicated to her and exploring more of her character, but like, can she just have love and not lose it and not feel any more pain? And I almost forgot that new costume reveal. I was waiting for that. She was fighting in a tracksuit the whole time, and yeah, it was weird. She needed a superhero costume, and the reveal, I anticipated it. I saw it coming and I was so happy. It definitely is her best costume, and it's pretty cool that Elizabeth Olsen actually had some input in making it so she felt comfortable wearing it.
Say, that's some kind of getup you're wearing. Did I leave the oven on, or is that just you, hot stuff?
As you can see, I'm very passionate about this show, and I was really excited to learn more about Wanda and Vision and their characters, and this show did not disappoint. I loved it, and I'm excited to see how WandaVision ties in and what it means for the future of the MCU. If you like this video, please leave it a like and subscribe for more. My next video will be me ranking every episode of WandaVision. Thanks for watching. Bye!
And I killed Sparky, too.